What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today is the end of the week. It's a Friday, and I wanted to make today's video to sort of wrap up this week, recap everything that I've done this week, and talk about the best trading week that I have ever had as a trader. This week, up over $90,000 on my account. A crazy week. More money this week than I made all of last year. And this is a true testament to the scalability of trading. When you build that system, after you build that system, it's a well-oiled machine. The key is building the system, building that machine, getting to the point that you have the machine that's moving, that's working for you, you understand how to operate it, and you can consistently use it to make money. Now, not everyone is at that point, right? Some people are still working on the machine. They're still trying to source the information. They're still trying to figure out how to build their machine or their strategy. And so I want to make this video to, one, try to help you through the strategy and the machine that I trade, but also hopefully inspire you that if you're in that process of working and trying to understand and learning, there is light at the end of the tunnel. There is a day or a week like I've had that sort of proves to you the scalability and the success that you can have in trading. So today, we're going to talk about the two other swing trades that I took. We already talked about SMCI this week. That was the big trade, the $70,000 trade. Make sure to go ahead and check out that video I posted on Tuesday. In today's video, we're going to recap Nvidia. We're going to recap Microsoft. Why did I take these swing trades? What made me hold them? What made me maintain these positions? And once again, break through the strategy, understand, hopefully help you understand why I took these trades. Press that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's jump right into it. All right, guys, so as always, if I'm going to make claims of making a lot of money this week, I'm going to share with you proof. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to go straight on Interactive Brokers. We're going to run a Realiz Summary for this week. So right here, you guys can see we're going to run Realiz Summary. We're going to do a custom range date. We're going to go from Tuesday or Monday into today, and then I will pull up my broker and share with you my today's realized profits. So we can run from Monday to Thursday, and then of course it hasn't updated yet for Friday, but I'll go ahead and pull that in after. So here is my Realiz Summary. You guys can see March 18th to March 21st. We're going to go to Realized and Unrealized Summary Performance. If we go down, you can see every single trade I took this week, and you can see as of yesterday, my profits on the week were $80,000. Majority of these profits coming from SMCI, which is a $58,000 and $11,000 trade. I made a video on that one. The other trades that we're talking about today are Nvidia and they are Microsoft. $8,300 on Nvidia, more of that profit coming in today, and then $3,900 on Microsoft. That was closed today as well. Overall, over the last 4 days, not including today, an $80,000 profit. I am now going to go ahead and log into my broker. You guys are going to see this all record live. You're going to see this broker open up live, and then we can see exactly what I went ahead and realized on the day today. Today, I realized about $15,000 in profit, going almost fully cash over the weekend. I have one position left, and that is on TSM, but it is a very small position, as you guys will see here momentarily. Once this loads, you will see how my day closed today, and we can add these profits onto our Monday through Thursday profits so far this week. So we're loading this up, waiting for this to load up. Sorry about the delay, but I don't want to cut the video because there's always questions when there's video cuts. So we're going to go ahead and wait, and you guys can see right here, we went ahead and realized another $15,500 today. I'm going to go ahead and pull out this capital once again. We fully realized Nvidia for $13,500. We fully realized Microsoft, and we realized another $15,000 on the day, bringing the total to right around that $95,000 profit. Awesome week, insane week. Here's all the proof for you guys to see. The next thing that I want to do with you guys is pull up the Realiz Summary again and run it for just this entire month. So we're going to go month to date, and we're going to go ahead and look at what we've done so far month to date. And here is the report for month to date. You can see this is March 1st to March 21st. We can go to Realized and Unrealized Performance Summary. We can go down and we can see that I have made $173,000 just in the month of March so far. Insane, crazy. And the biggest thing that I want to talk to you guys about here is nothing, not a single thing has changed in how I trade. Not one. I look at the exact same thing every single day. All I've done here is added more capital to my trades. That is the only thing that has changed here. More capital, patience, letting trades work out, and I hope that this is a testament to the scalability of trading. So back to this, you guys can see right here. I'm going to go ahead and just run this again so that you guys can see. I'm going to run it again. Realize Summary, month to date, view HTML, reports being generated right here. Scroll down, $173,000 on the month. With that said, with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and dive into Nvidia, Microsoft, and talk through why I took these trades. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and start here on Nvidia. First of all, I want to go ahead and bring in the Discord. This is where we go ahead and post these trades, where I take these trades. And you guys can see right here in the group, this was back on the 20th, so 2 days ago on Wednesday, March 20th, around 2:45. I went ahead and I opened a March 28th 900 call with a stop loss under 880. And my idea was this daily chart breakout, right? That was my idea for this trade, looking for a hold of the daily 20 SMA and a very key level, which we're going to go into detail here. This is where we went ahead and got in around 2 o'clock, 2:30, 2:45 on Wednesday. This is after FOMC. And if you guys remember, if you came to my live stream, we talked about let's wait for FOMC to come out and then let's see what the market wants to do, right? So we waited in the group. We said, we love this Nvidia setup. I love this Nvidia setup. I want to see more upside. I also posted this on Twitter. You can see it up on your screen. I love this setup, but we have to be careful of FOMC, right? If FOMC causes some market downside, we don't want to be in this too early. So what we saw on Wednesday was a upside on FOMC, sort of giving me that confidence to enter this position. So where did the whole mindset of this position start from? It started right here. It was this, and this. It was the triple bottom that formed on Nvidia at $850 per share. Now, not only did we get a hold at 850, a hold of 850, and another hold of 850 on Tuesday of this week, we had that daily 20 SMA catching up to price action. And this is something I talk about a lot. When you have a stock, let's say like Nvidia, that's elevated over that daily 20, at some point in the future, the market will want to pull back, right? Or the SMA will catch up to price action. And when that happens, it is usually a major inflection point on the stock. So you can see that we had this slow sort of consolidation downside into that 850 demand and right into that daily 20 SMA, creating what I would like to call a descending triangle. This is what some people call it. I don't know exactly. I'm not good with all this terminology, but I know a descending triangle, a flag, a consolidation above a demand, right? And above the daily 20 SMA. All right, I'm pretty sure this is what the boys call a descending triangle. I don't trade based off descending triangles, but I know that there was a downtrend that was formed, right? There was a demand down below. There was a daily 20 SMA holding price action higher, and we had that positive move on FOMC. This gave me a lot of interest in the breakout and the continuation for a move back to the highs. Now, there was something in the shorter term that is very key here. It's not just, oh, I like this daily 20, I like this 850 demand, I'm going to long this. There's more to this, and I'm going to break this down in a little bit more detail. If we go to the 15-minute chart, over the last few trading days, let's go ahead and zoom in here over the last few trading days. Let's start from Monday of this week. We're going to start right here. This is Monday right here, and this is today, Friday. Monday of this week, we had that downside move into the demand, right? 850, look how strong that 850 held. That's step one. Great hold, 20 SMA, demand held beautifully. Next, can we start to create higher lows? That was the question that we needed to answer. And you can see right here, right around this 880 level, we had a low form on Tuesday of this week, right? We can see 850 demand, 880 held, and a nice consolidation above 880. So that was a good start to a higher low. Coming into Wednesday, this is where I took my entry on Wednesday. I came into the day looking to see if Nvidia could maintain that 880, create a higher low right here, and prove that it could start to structure to the upside. And so we started to see that 880 hold on Wednesday, and this is why I took my entry. And you can see right here, my stop loss was under 880, right? So a very structured trade. I can now look to see if we are going to hold this demand at 850, hold that 20 SMA. I now know that my stop loss needs to be under 880 because if we fall back under 880, this is going to get weak again. So I said to the group, let's go ahead and long this, stop loss under 880, and let's see if this can start to structure higher. I held it into close on Wednesday, into yesterday, which was Thursday. There was something incredibly bullish that happened yesterday that you needed to pay attention to, and it was right here. Look at this 15-minute chart, and look at how Nvidia turned the Tuesday high at 904, the Wednesday high at 904. Do you see how it turned that double top high into a low on Thursday? Yesterday, Nvidia turning 904, which was a previous double top high, into a demand low, was everything I needed to maintain this trade into today. As long as we're over 904, we're good. As long as we're over 880, we're good. Let's let this structure start to build. You can see today is just Friday. We had a little bit of downside in the pre-market. We held above that 904 level, and we got our squeeze to new highs. Market structure, right? Demand 850, new demand 880, new demand 905. Stair-stepping to the upside, a very well-maintained and structured upside move. This is how the market likes to move, right? Previous highs into new lows, previous highs into new lows, previous highs into intraday lows today, creating that more upside that we saw intraday. That is why I took Nvidia. That is why we saw that beautiful wedge break, right, from this little descending triangle. We saw that 850 demand step up. We had a higher low form right here at 880. We had a higher low form here at 904. And today we get our push to the upside, which could be the next higher low that we'd like to see form above this high around 936. I am fully out of this position. I have realized my profits, and I will look for opportunities on Nvidia next week, potentially sort of targeting a pullback right here, guys. I'm actually more interested, to see if Nvidia could pull back to this high right here, come back down, and structure a new low for that next push, potentially entering new longs around that 924 level next week. That was one of our swing trades this week, guys. We're closed out of this trade. This was a beautiful $13,000 profit on Nvidia, all within the community. The next trade that we're going to go over is Microsoft. We're going to go ahead and pull in the Discord, which is where we called out this trade. You can see right here, same day, we have March 20th around 12:49. I went ahead and I entered some Microsoft March 28th, 425 calls, and I'm going to go ahead and break down why I took this position. All right, guys, so here is Microsoft, and again, the analysis starts on the 4-hour chart, and maybe you guys are starting to see something that's sort of familiar. I'm starting this analysis on longer-term time frames, and I'm breaking it down into shorter, right? So a lot of my entries are more coming off of the 4-hour, 1-hour chart than they are in the short term, and this is because these larger term levels are more trustworthy, right? We can trust a 4-hour low or a daily chart low much more than we can trust, let's say, a 2 or 5 minute low. So we can trust some of these levels. This is why I like to start my analysis on these longer term levels. So you can see here, coming into this week, Microsoft had a pretty aggressive pullback on Friday and started to maintain right here. Now, what I liked about this maintain here on Microsoft was it was above this previous low, above this low right here, which was also above this high right here, and we had another support hold come in start of this week on Monday. Not only was this a previous demand around 412, what else, guys? You can probably see it already. The 412 and the 20 SMA, right? See how this 20 SMA was starting to grind back higher, and that demand sort of matched that daily 20 SMA level, creating that demand hold and that upside move. I didn't enter there, but I like that it did that. The reason I did not enter here is because I was slightly concerned of this high right here, right? We have this 421 high that I was slightly concerned of because we saw rejections at that level. So you could have longed down here for a push into that 421, but you would have had to be cautious of that rejection move. What I waited for was the break and hold over this high. I understood that Microsoft was coming off strong demand. I understood that Microsoft was coming off the daily 20, and I wanted to stay a little bit more patient and say, okay, I like that. It's good. It's a good demand hold. I'm definitely a little bit bullish here, but let me wait to get that clarity above this 421. So I'm going to go ahead and break this now down to the 15-minute chart. We can see this a little bit more detailed. We can go out, zoom out a little bit, and this right here, guys, on Wednesday of this week, look at how clean this truly was. So we have that 421 level we just talked about, right? Right there, 421. We talked about those rejections. Rejection, rejection. What happened on Wednesday of this week? Look at Microsoft all day Wednesday. Hold, hold, hold. Proving to me that it was attempting to maintain above that 421, not rejecting it like it did Tuesday and like it did Monday. Waiting for the confirmation above my supply level, turning that rejection level into a support, and then longing the position with a stop loss underneath. We took that long there on Wednesday, and the rest is really history, guys. Got a beautiful push end of day Wednesday, got a nice hold on Thursday, and I went ahead and I took profits on it today. But you guys can see here, Microsoft, I knew my levels. I knew that supply above. I waited for that 421 supply that was previously rejecting on Microsoft right here. You can see, once again, I'll zoom out. We had that Microsoft 421 level, which was some previous rejection points. I waited for it to turn into support and prove to me that it wanted to hold above. And Wednesday did exactly that, which gave me the confidence to enter long, stop loss under my level, and stay patient for the push to the upside. So guys, those were the two end-of-week trades that I took with the group, Nvidia and Microsoft. I hope that these recaps can help you understand what I'm looking for on trades, the supply and demand levels, how I wait for confirmation, how I sort of maintain these trades. I hope that you saw this and got some information out of today's video on Nvidia and on Microsoft. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video here, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, if you learned something, press that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure to come to the pre-market live streams where we go over these levels every single morning. If you want to trade live with me on a daily basis, check out the link down below. And I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Peace.